duck, 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 goose. Untitled Goose game is a great little experience and I encourage anyone to play it. The game is developed by House, an independent video game developer based in Melbourne, Australia. The game revolves around a goose, obviously, a goose who is a troublemaker. You're a little shit basically. There is no story, you just have a to-do list of mischievous errands you must undertake in each area. It's a fantastically simple game. The game is set in a village in England. Yes, we have another game set in the UK. I personally don't think we have enough of these. My other favourite games in an English setting are Fable, and I've yet to play it, but from what I've seen so far, Pokemon Sword and Shield. It looks great. Getting back to Goosey, the game has British charm everywhere. There's only 4 areas or levels in the game, 5 if you count the model village, a garden, high street, back gardens and a pub. This game is quite short. It's probably the quickest game I've ever played. You will easily finish it if you have a few hours to kill. It's good to play games like this. It's nice to have a break from all the blockbuster hits that are out there. Because the game is so small, I'm going to be giving you a brief look at the levels. So you start off the game in a bush. I assume Goosey is having a dump or something. Once you're on the move, you come across an abandoned bike. I took this opportunity to play Jingle Bells on the bike. So the first area, the garden, it's full of vegetables and other stuff you'd expect to find in a garden. It's the area to start warming up in before you get to the other levels. There's a man who is gardening, and this is the first person you come across. I can't really call him an enemy as he's not out to kill you. The controls of the game are very simple. You hold A to run, X to honk, right trigger to spread your wings, and B to pick things up. You can hold left trigger to crouch and pick things off the ground, while the bumpers zoom in and out. You're spending most of your time picking up items and transporting them to another location. Obviously the humans get annoyed at your constant tomfoolery and will be chasing you to get back their treasured possessions. So naturally honking attracts someone's attention. It's a good diversion if you need someone away from a certain area, or if you're after a particular item.
What was that noise?
Each area gives you a to-do list. These are your objectives of the game. All areas have a fetch quest objective, which requires you to find items and accumulate them in one spot. This isn't as easy as it sounds though, when I had some trouble keeping everything together, as the gardener came and took the items back. Once you've finished in the garden, you gain access to the high street. As you play through the game, you unlock more levels and expand the overall area that you can explore. You can also find gates to unlock which allow you to take shortcuts. So you come to the high street where you come across this pansy. Why are you wearing glasses? You haven't got any eyes. And then there's this guy later on sipping tea. But they haven't got any mouths either, so how is this possible? That's like coughing being able to carry his weekly shop. As well as the kid, you have a shopkeeper looking after her goods. You can pinch the boy's plane and place it in her market, forcing him to buy it back. Talk about dastardly. If you want 15 minutes of fame, however, nip into the TV shop. After you've finished in the high street, you're off to the back gardens where you come across Mr. T and Miss Painter. So one thing you can do is steal the lady's vase and place it in the man's garden. Naturally he wants to give it back to her, so he lofts it over the garden fence. What a twat! How does he dress himself in the morning? I mean seriously. Well, it's nice to be out in this weather, but I'm feeling a bit thirsty now. Where to go?
I don't know. Pub?
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's go. Well, shit. We can't get in. Time to get sneaky. And just when you think Goosey couldn't sink any lower, he goes and breaks an old man's back. But over here you have people that actually appreciate you. This is the only time I found the wing flap useful. There was one task I found a bit tricky in this level. You have to take a glass all the way to the river, but because it's so fragile it breaks whenever you're chased. I did learn to drop it carefully in the end. I took the time to troll someone. That's what this game is about after all. After Goosey has had a few pints at the pub, it's off to the model village.
Yeah, you want to be a big small town? Fuck off up the model village.
And it's once we're here I notice the model village consists of tiny versions of the levels we've just come across. It's cute and it's clever, but you'll also find this tiny model village, which is inside the model village. So does that mean the model village inside the model village has a model village inside of that? So you're after the bell in the tower. Once you have it, you'll have to backtrack through the levels to get it home. But all the gates are locked and there's only a set path you can take. And once you have the bell, it triggers everyone. Untitled Goose game just turned into a quiet place. After the trek back home, you place your bell in the pit and that's it. You've completed the game. It gives you extra objectives to do for the levels, which gives the game a bit more playthrough. But yeah, overall it's a good little game that even kids can play. It appeals to the whole family. There's no blood, there's no violence, no dark themes, just a light-hearted game. It doesn't strain your brain figuring out what to do. Hello there, and thank you very much for watching the video. I wanted to do something a bit more up to date to see how it turns out. Just want to say a thank you to my little tribe of subscribers. Thank you for all the support and all the watch time that you're giving to me. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, press the subscribe button now and sign up and leave a like as well, please. It's greatly appreciated. I will be doing this channel for as long as I can. I am really enjoying it and it's a really fun hobby. Thank you guys and I'll see you soon.